Started with James Wade. In just a moment, if you have a question for James, raise your hand. We'll start with Eric Wilson.
Hey, Coach. Good evening. How are you?
Hey, Eric, how you doing?
I'm well, sir. Just really quick, what's your starting five this evening against Liberty?
Snoop, Ka, Diamond, Candace, and Steph.
Okay. The team is on a positive trajectory right now. I guess the talk is, how do we keep this team motivated and going throughout the rest of the season with there being a break coming up here very shortly?
Yeah, I mean, we keep motivated. You try to have a short memory in some things, but we still have to, understand what we've been through, and the fact that we're battle tested, and that those scars don't go away overnight. So we'll stay motivated to not ever, go in that direction again this season. So we're just focused on getting better every day, and just taking what's in front of us. So now it's the New York Liberty, and we're just trying to focus on them and trying to win the next one.
Best of luck. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
Annie Costable, Sun-Times. Annie, you should be good now.
No, okay, there. Hi, James.
Hey, Annie.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Thanks.
Of course. I know travel challenges aren't new in the WNBA, but how do you adjust? How, as the coach, do you adjust your team to, hours in the airport, get you into a market close to midnight, and, you turn around and have a game the next day?
I mean, we deal with it. This is some of the, I guess, adversity that we face, in our league, and we just have to deal with it when it comes, and just move forward. We'll adjust. Like if players get in late, we get in the hotel 2:00, 2:30 in the morning, then having a shoot around probably wouldn't be a good idea. So we let them sleep in, and we have an earlier video session, and we just go over some things, and I trust the players to be ready. It's just, for me, the rest was the most important thing. And, it's not ideal, but we deal with it.
I appreciate it. And then last thing for me, I saw you guys shared a moment with the Red Stars at O'Hare. So, can you just elaborate on kind of what that exchange was? It was at check-in?
Yeah, it was at check-in. I'm a big Red Stars fan. I haven't gotten a chance to go out and see them, but I follow them, and I'm a fan of them. I'm a fan of their coaching staff, and just to see them in person, because my other run-ins with them have been whether it's at a function or just over social media, where we're talking, or podcast or something that we're doing together. But always when we get a chance to run into them, we admire what they do. We understand that what they mean to the city, and we're always cheering them on from afar.
Awesome. Thank you.
Nove Wilkes.
Hey, Coach Wade, how you doing?
I'm doing good, no, thanks.
I just want to ask you about Benaja Laney, and what are some of the things you are planning to do to slow her down tonight?
She's good. Yeah. And so we're just going to, try to keep a body in front of her, crowd her space, not let her get to the spots that she likes. We know that's to the middle of the floor. And so we're just going to always try to, force her into congestion and just stay as long as we can on her.
Thank you.
Eric, do you have another one?
I did. Thank you. Coach, I wanted to ask you, with the All-Star game coming up, if I could talk to the GM for a minute. Well, I have to ask this because, as a coach, I know you focused on tonight, but as a GM, you have a bigger presence when it comes to the organization. So, what does it mean for you to have some of your teammates, especially one Miss Kalia Copper, on the verge of, being an All-Star and representing the Sky in the All-Star game this year?
I think it's special. We had a couple of players that had an opportunity to be in the USA national team pool that wasn't taken, and that's a disappointment to not have a Chicago Sky player on the U.S. national team. But we'll deal with it. But to have Kalia on the verge of making her first All-Star team is special because of all the work that she's put in on and off the floor. Being a leader on our team and just growing into the role that she's grown into, and continue to push forward and not settling at where she was last year, and actually being better this year. So no, it's good for us. We want as many All-Stars as possible. Hopefully they choose our whole team, and we can kick USA's ass in an All-Star game.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, James. We'll see you after the game.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for joining us.